when his rabbi, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, praised 5 of his main students, one of them was Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanani. And in Pirkei Avot, when they mentioned Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, he praises him, he says, Yoshua ben Hanani, Asher Yoladto. Praiseworthy, the one who gave birth to him. Who's that? Mother. Why is he praising his mother? The answer is, when she gave birth to him, 1-day-old baby, she fed him and she brought him to Beit Midrash. She said, I want my son to grow and hear the words of Torah, the words of rabbis. 1-day-old baby! Today nobody will let anybody come close to the baby. Chila, pila, shtuyot. Don't go! She brought him to the Beit Midrash. Let him learn in Beit Midrash. I want him to learn. So he grew up. He was called the wisest man of Yerushalayim. He was genius. He said, no one ever beat me in argument except for one boy and a girl. And there was a third scenario. But he said these 2 scenarios I want to share with you before we continue. Actually, before we start our class. One day, Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanani is walking in the middle of the street in Yerushalayim, and he sees his neighbor. And he sees the boy is carrying something in a bucket. He said, Chai, Johnny Akesh, what do you carry in your bucket? He said, Kvod Harav, if my mom wanted to know, if my mom wanted that you should know what's inside the bucket, why should she give me a cover? If she gave me a cover, it means she doesn't want you to know what's in there. Sorry. Then you know what happened? He went by the well, different time. He went to the well. He wanted to drink water. He had his own donkey, and there was a young girl, young Jewish religious child, 10, 12, 13, 15, 14-year-old girl. And he said, my daughter, I'm thirsty. Can you give me to drink? She said, of course. Kvod Harav, I'll give drink to you and I'll give drink to your donkey. So she started getting water from the well, giving drink to him, and then giving drink to the donkey. He said, wow, my daughter, you praised me. You shocked me today. You did exactly what did Yivka Imenu. When she was with Eliezer, she looked at him. She said, yes, you're right. I did exactly what Yivka did, but you didn't do what Eliezer did. What he did, he gave a gift. He said, it was like Shachmat, I gave in, I gave up. He said, that I can't anymore. So what happened is, Chachmei Atuna, Gemara and Midrash brings, they say, one time, the wise man of Atuna, they were appointed to put Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanani in the spot. Gemara says, never in arguments, like today you have, missionaries that come today, those lowlifes that they sell their religion for 5-10 hours. There was missionaries to Dokim during the Gemara time. And anytime there was dispute between missionary and rabbis, Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanani never gave up, never lost on any argument with them. He beat any arguments he had with them. So the government decided that he should be Roman emperor. They decided that he should go against the wise men of Atuna. They brought to him 2 eggs. One is white egg, one is brown egg, black egg, whatever, brown egg. He said, so they said, tell me, here's 2 eggs, tell me which chicken gave birth to white egg and which chicken gave birth to brown egg?
It's possible.
Usually, white chicken gives birth to white egg, brown chicken gives birth to brown egg. He said, you asked me a question, 1 second. He went home, he brought 2 cheeses. Cheese. He said, here we have 2 cheeses. One is from black goat and one is from white goat. You tell me from which goat which cheese, and I'll tell you from which egg, from which chicken which egg came out. What was the question? What was the answer? You know, you look at this, you say, oh, he put them shachmat, you know? Something deeper than this. They said to him, as Gemara says, it takes 21 days for egg to become a chick. And it takes 21 days for our 2 Beit HaMikdash destruction.
21 days?
3 weeks. 17th of Tammuz, 9th of Av. They tried to break him and say, listen, you see these 3 weeks? There is no point of you, Klal Israel, to survive. Because you will go downgraded and you have no hope for future that one day you will have Beit HaMikdash. So what he did? Egg is a sign of Avelut. You know, someone passes away, what do you eat first? Person eats first, person is bread and egg. Why? Sign of Avelut. So Rabbi Yeshua ben Hanan said, no, my friend, he brought cheese. Why? What cheese sign of? Whiteness, happiness. Brown egg is a sign of sin. Dirt, you're dirty, you're not white. He brought 2 white cheeses. He said, listen, you look at those 21 days, I'll show you different 21 days. What's the different 21 days? From Rosh Hashanah until the last day of Sukkot. 3 weeks. How do we call last day of Sukkot? Shmini Atzeret. We have 21 days over there. So he said, if you think we have depression days, the days that we're going down, we're going nowhere, you're wrong. The way we have there 21 days of happy days, these are days also happy days. Why? Because after our suffering that we done Beit HaMikdash now, Hashem will return our Beit HaMikdash soon. And therefore, the way it takes for a chick to become, from egg to become chick after 21 days, same thing. We will be one day reborn. And we will have Beit HaMikdash again. So basically, Rabbi Yeshua ben Hanania explained the scenario in this situation. I would like to start talking to you again today about, we learned at Shabbat how Moshe Rabbeinu passed away. Yoshua had to bring Jewish nation to Israel. After the war, they had to split the land. How did they split the land? With what? Huh? Any land I give you, you're going to complain. Mullah Shlomo, how did they split the land? With the Goral. What's Goralot? Lottery. How they did it? They wrote 12 names, and they wrote 12 Shvatim, names of the tribes, and they threw the lottery. Each tribe that came out, let's say Shevet Reuven, this land, Shevet Shimon, this land, they would go and the land would say, I am so and so belong to this. What?
How many people was there? That's why how they were dividing it, no? Each колено, сколько народу было там?
Altogether, there was 600,000 people, from 20 to 60, and there's women and children and everything. It was about 140, 150,000, no, 150,000 per Shevet. Why? Because if altogether there was 2 million people, divide on 12, around 100, 120,000 per people per tribe, per Shevet. So the question is, Are we allowed to believe in this lottery business or no? Where in history there was lottery done? And question to all of you, question. I decide to make my own nardi game. Okay? When I make chol, zadiki, you know the dice. When I make dice, does my dice has to be compared to different dices in the world? Or I could put whatever number I want?
If you're creating it, you can put whatever you want.
No, you have to.
If you're creating it,
I have to copy it. Why?
So it won't be fraud, like manipulation.
Yeah, I have to do exactly dice the way everybody has in the world.
how? If you're creating the game.
Because or else it's not gonna look real.
They'll think it's.
It looks fake. What's the rule? You played 55 years Nardi. Question to you. If I have number 1 on top, what is behind it on the bottom? 6. You sure? Who said that? How do you know? You know.
7, yeah.
Altogether has to be 7.
Yeah, yeah.
1 and 6, 7. Very good. What if I have on this side 3, on that side to come out what? 4. Why?
5 and 2, 7.
Balance.
Why has to be that way? Balance. If you know this, today sure you're gonna enjoy. You have seatbelts on? Okay. It says in the Otzar Paleota Torah, page Tav Tav Kuf Chav. First, I want to bring a question that Chida brought. I loved it a lot. Chida says it's known thing that someone lost his relative, they should take aliyat maftir in shul. What if somebody came to shul, his father's and mother's yortzeit? Second person came to shul, his only father's yortzeit. Who should be getting aliyat maftir? The one who has 2 yortzeits or the one who has 1 yortzeit?
Use the benefit. Whoever has a benefit.
Unfortunately, whoever beats more, right? But Baruch Hashem, sometimes in our shul, we have situations when someone is old who lost his young child, we always try to accommodate that he should get, even though he doesn't get such a big beat. Why? Because Baruch Hashem will learn that olden times, there was no shul, because people didn't have so much expenses in the shul. People didn't have mortgages. No, and shul was generation to generation. You know, it was people didn't have mortgages. People had house from his great grandfather to him. You know, life was cheaper,
Simpler.
simpler.
Not cheaper. Simpler. I would say cheaper, it's simpler. Rather than
You're right. My father said, "Join the discussion. I'm only getting away." You're right. But you go to shul, somebody says, "I have 2 yortzeit, I want it." So who will give it to? The man who has 2. He has two yortzeits, more. Good.
Yeah, but which one is the fresher one?
No, we don't care about it. No. He has 2. 2 and 1, 2 comes first. Now the second question comes. A guy who's Talmid Chacham, and the second guy is Amar. He says, "Listen, I have your side of my father." He says, "I have your side of my father." Who do you give the aliyat maftir to? The one who's Talmid Chacham, because he's Talmid Chacham, or the one who's Amar? Why you give it to Amar?
Because he's gonna feel guilty. Oh, what? I came to shul once a year. He didn't respect me. They didn't give me this. He's gonna go further and further.
That's a good psychology. What Allah says.
One of them was
The answer is Brokim Abayim. Come, Tavo, give me a chair. Give me a chair here, guys.
Close the guys. Can you close the door, please?
Ay. So, Chida says, if this guy is Talmid Chacham and the second guy is Amaretz, you give aliyah to Amaretz. Why? Because the guy who's Talmid Chacham, his daily learning supports his father's neshama, even if his father's your side is not today. His neshama is being supported like gas going every day, the whole year around. But this guy is Amaretz. The only time he gives his father a boost is 2 times a year. How? By reading Aliyah, by reading Maftir. If you're going to take it away from him, even that simple small thing a year he gives to his father, you took it away from him. That's wrong. This is why everywhere people should be considerate. When a person thinks considerate, not to make Chilul Hashem, not to make anybody upset. And of course, Molo's reason also deep. But this is 800 years ago, there was a big rabbi, and he was a big doctor by the name Rambam. Rambam was a rabbi in Egypt. He had a community in Egypt. For many years he was a rabbi in Egypt, and then Rambam passed away. When Rambam passed away, it was year 4,965th year when Rambam passed away. Today is what year? 5,784. But before that, 19 years before that, 4,946. Amen. In 4,946, his son was born, Rabbi Abraham ben Arambam. So the son was 19 years old, father passes away. So the whole community agreed, he's tremendous Talmid Chacham, this kid. They said, you take over. And he took over. When he took over, he wrote many beautiful Sfarim. Shalot U'Tshuvot Rabbeinu Abraham, Rabbi Abraham ben Arambam, 1. Then he wrote Birkat Avraham. Then he wrote Amaspik La'oved Hashem. Then Ma'aseh Nisim. Then Milchemet Hashem. He wrote all these books. And then, when he passed away, he was at the age of 52 years old. On 18th of Kislev, he passed away. Rambam's son. He was 52 years old. He passed away at the age of 52, 18th of Kislev. And he says, there is something in a dice. If you do numbers exactly, names exactly, and you throw dice, and it comes out 1, 2, 3 times to certain amount of person, that is sign from Hashem. That's when Hashem have to take it seriously. This is not coming from you, this is coming from Hashem. But if in the dice, all number is not in the proper corner, in the proper side, or the name is missing on one side, let's say, here 12 names, and here 11 spaces, let's say, not the same. Here is sheker, it's batel, it's nullified. But if you do everything really legit, that is legit number, you have to believe in it. Where do we know this from? I'll give you a few sources. You will have fun today. Today is an amazing day that you will enjoy. This topic, I loved it. It's not a daily thing that we do, but it's something to think about. Where do we see that dice really work? Haman HaRasha. Haman HaRasha, he says, let me go and check it out if I will beat Klal Israel or I will lose. Before Haman HaRasha, there was a prophet by the name Yonah ben Amittai. We read this prophet Maftir when? And Yom Kippur, Maftir Yonah. What happened to Yonah ben Amittai? There was a city in Nineveh, right? Hashem said to Yonah, go tell them to do teshuvah. They're sitting there, goyim. He says, I'm going to go tell them to do teshuvah, but Jewish nation is not doing teshuvah. What will be? Goy better than the Klal Israel? I cannot do that. So what he did, he pretended to go on a boat and he didn't want to go there. When he didn't want to go there, the people on a boat see something scary. All the boats are going smoothly and this boat is going on waves. Right away, those people get up and say, excuse me, let's do lottery. Stop, how do you know lottery works? How do you know lottery works? Because after Klal Israel did lottery to get Eretz Israel, the world found out that lottery works. Ach begoral techalek haaretz. Pasuk says in the Torah, with the lotto, you have to split the land. So Goyim knew. They got it, they said, aha, from Jewish people we see, lottery works. So what they did, they put lotto on Yonah. How they did it, they put all the names of people on the lotto, and they start throwing dice. They said, if 3 times falling on his name, what is it going to do with him?
Throw them out.
Out of the boat. So what they did, 3 times fell on his name. So the question is, it was from Ibijibi or it was from Hashem? It was from Hashem. 3 times came, that's all. So what they did, they threw him out. They threw him out, came whale, swallowed him. He's sitting in the stomach of the whale, yeah, and start praying Shmoneh Esrei. Every word Yonah ben Amittai prayed in the stomach of the whale, Hashem listened to him, dot to dot. This is why on Yom Kippur we say, Hashem, I'm seeing myself as if I'm sitting in the stomach of the whale, and I'm praying to you the way Yonah ben Amittai did. You accept my tefillah the way you accepted this tefillah. This is only the reason, one of the reasons, why we read Yom Haftir Yonah and Yom Kippur. We say, Hashem, I have nowhere to go. I'm already in the stomach of the whale, the stomach of the Yetzer Hara. Throughout the year, you swallows me. If you don't take me out of here, I'm done. Hashem let Yonah out. So we see from here, Yonah ben Amittai's case, how Lotto works. I'm not telling you go tomorrow, play Nardi, do Lotto, no. The question is very different. Comes Sefer Hasidim in 2 places. Guys, look at me. You, come over here to me. You, Rafael. Because now you're the file. In 10 years, I'll call you Rabbi Rafael. If you sit over here near me. So I don't want you to lose this potential. No. Okay. Sefer Hasidim. Who wrote Sefer Hasidim? Rabbi Yehuda HaChasid. Very good. Sefer Hasidim writes in 2 places 2 different things. In one place it writes Taf Tav Kuf Resh Tet. Sefer Hasidim writes, if you have a wave in a boat and the wave is going crazy, they should do lottery. If 3 times falls on a certain person's name, throw him out of the lottery to save the boat. Different place, Sefer Hasidim writes, in Siman Tafshin Aleph, 701, and he writes over there, you're not allowed to make lottery on a boat, even if crazy waves. Stop. Over there you wrote, you have to make a lottery. Over here you write, you're not allowed to make lottery. Make up your mind. Are you allowed to make lottery or not allowed to make lottery? רבי יהודה החסיד, הוא היה 800 שנה, 900 שנה.
חסידות נוצרה על ידי הבעל שם טוב.
לא,
לפני
זה רבי יהודה החסיד, זה ראשון, זה לא.
באנגליש או ספר באנגלית או באנגליש?
ספר חסידים? Maybe there is, I don't know. Okay, so comes Midrash Talpiyot. Comes Midrash Talpiyot And Midrash Tapiyot explains this stira here. He says, let me explain to you the different languages between the two versions of the same round. And he says, unbelievable point. Midrash Tapiyot says like this. Why in one place he writes, you should make a dice to throw the person out? And in second place says, you should not make the throw the dice. Why? The answer is, if there is a wave and everybody has waves, all the boats have waves. If everybody has waves, amen. Everybody has waves, you're not allowed to make dice. Why? It's not only your boat shaking, all the boats are shaking. Why would you kill somebody for no reason? It's all the boats, it's not only one boat. Second place, where he says, you should throw them out, because you see all the boats are okay, but your boat going like this. So the question is, why your boat is going like this? In that situation, you should throw him out. You should throw him out. I don't say it's too quiet here. Tell me, you're getting bored, you're not understanding.
No, we're just going.
We're listening so nice and careful.
Because I'm about to tell you something really scary.
We're waiting for the
We have brought this again.
Now let's go to back to Aman al-Rasha. What happened with Aman al-Rasha? Didn't he throw dice? Everything was accurate in his dice. Why did he lose? He should win, no? If you have dice coming like this, it's sign from Hashem. So if this is sign from Hashem, so you should be winning, not losing. What happened to Aman al-Rasha? I prepared you before. All the sides of the dice come out to number 7. Who said it? You said it. Something wrong? Run after Molo Yosef, after Molo Shlomo. You know, it's them. By the way, next week will be sure. Leilu Nishman Molo Nison Ben Dino. Next week, he passed away on Tisha B'Av. Tzaddik Yisrael Olam. There's Kurban Ben Amigdash. First and second. It was big data. Who will speak with us? Mr. Chaim of you, Tzaddik. Tzaddik. Asher. Tzaddik. Okay. So now, what Haman Rasha got boost for? Who knows Megillat Esther? Haman ben Amdata Haman ben Amdata Agagi. Agag is the name of the biggest Amalek. Agag. So what happened? He throws dice, says, let me see if I'm going to beat Jewish nation. Throws dice. On the first side, bring me that board and a marker. Fast. He throws dice. Look what comes out. In the beginning comes out one dot. One dot, letter what in Hebrew? One? Aleph. So put Aleph. If he is Aleph, on the bottom is what? One on top, on the bottom comes out what? 6. So 6, which letter is this? Vav. Is there markers? Bring me marker. I want to show you something nice. Today is the day to show you something beautiful. No, it's fine. I'll show you. I'll show you what to do. I'll say something nice, people. That's okay, it's okay. Right. I want to show you something beautiful today, and you take it with you home. It's fine. Mr. Clean. Okay. So now dice. I'm not a good picture or artist, but if on top is 1 and the bottom comes out 6. Now if on top is 3, and the bottom is
4.
4, and on top is another 3, and the bottom is 4. 1, 3, 3 will be this word. Agag. You know what Agag stands for? Agagi. Haman's grandfather. Haman ben Hamdat Agi. He said, if so, I win. That's all. I win. He said, if Agag, my grandfather, I win. Amalek wins. What was his mistake? He looked only the top letters. What is the bottom of Aleph? Under one what? 6. 6 what vowel? 4 is Dalet. 4 is Dalet. What if I take this vowel, put over here? What will be? David. Amalek. Under it the letters of David Amalek. David beat Amalek. This is where Haman lost. He looked at the top letters, but he didn't know the bottom is Amalek. And Amalek is on top, the bottom is David. This is how it was wrong to him. He should have looked on the bottom and calculated bottom also. If he would see the bottom, he wouldn't make a mistake. So therefore, the whole Purim stands for what? V'nahafoch hu. V'nahafoch, what's v'nahafoch hu? The dice, you should look on the bottom, not on top. If he would look on the bottom, he would see that he wouldn't start out with Jewish people. But he told only Agag. He said, I'm going to win. This is why he lost. But you see, even in here, the dice shows that they are
Something deep.
Rabbi? Значит, это наш Амалак, который это Камалек. Амалек. Тоже так же получается.
When I'm going to see the dice on the bottom, I'll let you know.
You have to look on the bottom of Kamala.
People, let me go to something nice and conclude with this point here. The conclusion of this.
Give me back 10 seconds.
Точно знать, где она находится.
Okay, I want to stop over here because we need to go to Zera Shimshon. Rabbi Shimshon is getting upset. Zera Shimshon today is beautiful Zera Shimshon. But I hope you enjoyed a little bit.
We did.